So here's a really good one. Is everything going to come off with a house wash or a roof wash or a concrete cleaning? The quick answer is no, not everything's going to come off. Things like rust, everybody knows what a rust stain looks like in their concrete or on the side of their house. That's a completely different cleaning process. It takes different chemicals, and with all the perfect procedures, we still can't guarantee that it's going to all come out. It'll probably be better, but we like to set the expectation that, hey, this is just a hard thing to get out of a home, but it is possible to remove them. But just so you know, it is a little bit difficult to remove rust. Let's talk about oil, right? Or grease, right? Let's talk about oil in the concrete from your car. Yes, you can remove that. Again, can't guarantee the results, but that one, we're pretty sure we definitely can get that one better, right? It's definitely going to look better by the time we leave. But again, it won't come out with a traditional cleaning. It would be a separate service that you'd have to purchase with us because it's going to take a lot longer than a regular cleaning, and it's going to take extra chemicals, extra time, but it is possible. And let's talk about grease. Grease from grilling out on your patio or your back deck, and maybe some of the grease got on the siding. Again, that's not going to come off with traditional cleaning. We do have some options to try and help with that, but if it's vinyl or wood or stucco, or well, stucco would probably be easier, but hardy plank board, it's going to be really tough to get that out of there, but we will try. But just so you know, it won't come out with a traditional regular house wash. One last thing, oxidation, that powdery substance, you know what I'm talking about? When you touch your siding, either it's vinyl or hardy plank, it's really the paint that's oxidizing. You get that powder, that's oxidization. Hope I'm saying that right. The answer, will that come off with a traditional cleaning? The answer is no. In a traditional cleaning, we're going after the biological growth. And so we're just trying to just put that mildew and that algae at bay and get the dust and the dirt and the cobwebs off the house. Oxidation will stay. Can you get the oxidation off? Yes, you can. And sometimes after you do a regular cleaning, sometimes the oxidation is more visible, but that's just because we took all the dirt and dust down. And now you're like, oh, wow, that's a lot of oxidation on my house. Not the end of the world, but can you remove the oxidation? Yes. It is a completely different process. It does take a long time. It looks amazing when we're done, but just know it is 3 to 4 times the cost of a traditional cleaning. We're using a completely different chemical. The chemical is much more expensive. It takes a lot longer to remove oxidation, though it does look fantastic when it is removed. It looks like your siding is like brand new. So I did it to my house recently, loved the way it looked, but it is a long process, but we're willing to do that. Just know that it is about 4 to 5 times the price of a traditional house washing. So those are some things that, good questions. Will it come out? With one more thing, okay? And I should probably make a separate video for this, but look it up if you feel like it. It is a plant that launches, it launches itself onto your house. Oh, I cannot think of the name of it right off the top of my head. There it is. Artillery fungus. Artillery fungus is the plant I was trying to think of. That actually shoots a fungus or whatever. Do the research. It's an amazing plant, but it will actually shoot up from your flower bed or your mulch bed or where your pine needles are at. If it's a wet area, it'll shoot up and stick to the siding. And unfortunately, there's no way for us to get it off without actually removing paint or replacing. It's incredible. If it's on glass, we can get it off, but artillery fungus, we cannot get that off of a house. I'll make a whole separate video about artillery fungus and how to protect your house from it. But it's not just us. Nobody can get it off. It's incredible. So, but yeah, thanks for taking the time. This was another question that we get asked a lot by our customers.